What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Reef Basics. This is part 2 of the 80-gallon lagoon, the budget build, shall we say. As you can see, I've got my aquascape going, and I've got my 2 clowns back in here finally. And then we'll just do a quick overview. So on the bottom sump, we're hardened in with a shutoff in case of emergency. Over hard, and then a soft line coming off the pump so it can be removed. If necessary, if the pump dies, something happens, I can pull it off quick. Filter sock, and that's just helping right now catch any of the dust and crap that's coming off from starting a tank. We've got a little bit of filter floss in here, and that's kind of making its own little quick skim action, just to pull some of that junk off the top. 2 of these bricks to basically do my biological, since I don't have a lot of rock. And the Simplicity pump, which I cannot begin to tell you guys how strong this pump is. You can see I'm only halfway. This is supplying an 80-gallon tank, no problem. In fact, I'd say this is a 1,000-gallon-per-hour pump, and it probably outpumps mold 3600 that was in the 120. Strong deal. I got the Inkbird hooked up for the heater. I've got a probe right here, and then I've got a probe right in the corner of the tank up here, so I can get a pretty good read for what I got going on. And now for aquascape. I've got a base in the back, and a base right here. I've got this arch, and then this big arch rock holding these 2 up. So it's a very minimalist scape. That's kind of what I was going for. I didn't want a whole lot of stuff in the middle to really distract your attention. I really wanted it to look like a lagoon. As you can see on both sides of the tank, got plenty of flow. Now, I did this for the reason of, in time, as the tank matures, scullies, tracks, things like that, maybe small rocks. I'm talking like, 3x2s, 2x3s, and depending on how you want to look at it like that way. And here with small corals like, acans and things like that I want to keep separated. I was almost thinking of doing a GSP kind of over here and just keeping this opened up so there's plenty of swim room. As you'll see, I have my 2 clowns in here. We pulled them out of the 30-gallon today. This tank has been running now for a week with turbo start and the Fritz 9 in there, a whole 2 big balls of that, so should be working pretty good. Up top, I got my screens, made a small incision in the screen just to pull my cord over for my Nero, and then over here I've got a small one just to do the standpipe, and then this is one of the probes for the Inkbird, which I normally will run through here, but until I'm kind of done pulling this side off, it's just going to stay like that because I've got 2 fish and they can't pop this cover up. The next step in this will be lights, and then after that will be a skimmer. But as we're kind of finishing the cycle, lights are not as big a thing, and really a skimmer is not that important for the next month or 2, but just kind of get everything set up. So far in this tank, since we're doing a budget build, I got the whole tank and stand combo for $100. We'll get about $35 in the lights, which are the remote control battery operated LEDs. This sump I carried over. The pump was $100. Heater was $80. The Inkbird was $60. Probably about $25 for the PVC plumbing to do the whole deal, and redo the standpipe and the drain. Screens came with the tank. Rock I've kept from my previous tanks, and then I bought 2 new pieces, so I probably got $8 in rock. And then I probably got about $65 in sand. So all in all, this tank is to show you guys you can do a reef tank on a budget and make it look good. The Nero 3 I picked up for about $110, brand new in the box. Might have to do one more power head with this tank, we'll see, as coral starts getting added. Right now, 1 Nero 3 with the return pump that I've got should be plenty of push. As you can see, this one returns pushing pretty good, and this is actually on the low side of the schedule for tonight. But all in all, I just want to show you guys not 120, sorry, it's gone, the 80-gallon lagoon. Like I said, I've wanted to get one of these tanks for a while. I've been kind of really wanting to just do a big lagoon, and I've got it. And I think it's going to look really good as we fill it in with coral and fish. Stocking list so far, I think I'm probably going to end up doing 1 or 2 designer wrasses. Probably a couple of smaller guys, like maybe some twin spot blennies or a bicolor blenny on the bottom end. Gotta get your invert crew in there, and then like maybe 1 really small showy tang, like maybe like a clown tang, but maybe something about the size of the clown fish. So it has plenty of time to grow and doesn't outgrow the tank too quick. And then just really seed this center section through the coral. And if you guys want to see what I've got in here, you know, no epoxy, no rods. This is all just, you know, stacked against. And since I'm not going to have anything in there that's going to want to push and pull the rockscape, I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but this just gives you guys a good view of it. But plenty of room on each side. So far, super happy with the tank, and we'll keep doing updates. Lights should be ordered next week, and then we'll get the lights on, adjust the screens on top to fit the lights, and once we get this thing up and running pretty good, throw a skimmer in the bottom, and then that's a done tank. Hopefully we'll have an 80-gallon lagoon tank for, you know, under $900. But anyway, if you guys like the video, subscribe below. If you got any questions, comments, put them down. Appreciate it, guys.